Hello everybody, I am just making some adjustments because this is my first time live streaming on YouTube. So give me just a few minutes while I just go through everything and hopefully everyone is having a good day. Okay, let's see how everything works. Hello, hello. Let's see. I feel like I should put some music on. It's very quiet today. Dun, dun, dun. Again, this is going to be very boring because it is a test run. So I apologize well in advance for how boring it is. Hi Ryan, hi Jim. Oh good, everything is actually working. This is honestly the first time I have set something up and it actually is functioning the way it's supposed to. It's fabulous. This is awesome. So if any of you have seen any of my previous live streams that I've done on Twitch, you'll have to tell me if you prefer YouTube or Twitch because it will give me a lot of info and I'll know which one to use in the future. Okay, so I have two different computer setups here. I'm hoping I can get one of them to play my music. Actually, ooh, I might not be able to do music on YouTube. Copyright. I should think about that. Oh, thank you so much, Ryan. I appreciate it. Thank you, Philip. You guys are awesome. Thank you for being here and my craziness. Let's see. I think everything works exactly the same as it does everywhere else. So hopefully everyone is having a good Thursday. I am very happy. Today I'm getting so much stuff done and I decided to take a break and thought this would be a fun one to jump on and say hello, see what everyone's doing. If you don't follow me on Discord, this is going to be a shameless plug as well. Follow on Discord. Oh, Twitch is about to go through an ad apocalypse. YouTube might be the way. Oh, you know, I've heard that from not just about Twitch, but with everything that's going down, like with TikTok and stuff. And no one knows what the heck is going on with the ban. And it seems like a lot of people are starting to jump ship. And I'm noticing a lot of like interesting changes like on Instagram and Threads and things like that. Threads is driving me absolutely bonkers, but I don't know. I feel like YouTube, I'm really going to try to make a bigger push with YouTube. I have a couple new videos I'm going to be dropping. One of them will be dropped today. The other one, I think it's going to take me a little bit more time. Hello, I am good today. I am definitely feeling so much better. We had a cold that went through the house, and I'm feeling much better today than I was the last few days. Most people never know when I get sick because I do a really good job of covering it up on Instagram. But yeah, I was feeling a little bit icky over the past couple of days. It's that season. Do I have a witch's hat? I do, actually. It is put away in the garage, but way back in the day, it was one that my mom had given me for Halloween. But those that follow more spiritual Wiccan kind of studies, like I follow Wiccan or pagan, I guess you would say, don't necessarily wear hats. Oh, and bed sick. I'm so sorry. I hope you feel better. That's always a bummer. Oh, you know what? I bet you I can put on royalty-free music. That might be an option. Let's see. I don't know if you guys can hear it. My pool pump is super loud to me, and it is not the vibe. It is so not the vibe today. Oh, that's right. 2 different computers, 2 different setups, 2 different keyboards. We'll get there. We'll get there. Oh, please open in the correct window. Oh, you're not going to. That's all right. Open you in the browser instead. Oh, you can't hear me? Yeah, I'm over here now. Hopefully, yeah, it shows that my mic is working. Hopefully other people can hear me. We'll see. We'll see. Can I put my witch's hat on? I can't because it is in the garage and it is packed away along with all my other cosplay gear. But I usually have my pirate's hat, but I even have my pirate's hat put away right now. There's a very old video on Instagram of one of my witchy costumes that has it, but oh no, you can't hear the water pump. Oh, awesome. Thank God. Let's see, Spotify. Are you going to open for me? As a reminder, because it is social media and it is YouTube, everything we gotta do on here is clean, clean, clean. So just a reminder of that. I shouldn't have to remind adults that, but every now and again I do. Okay. Are you seriously gonna give me a hard time too? I really just want to play music. Royalty free background music. We'll see. Let's see what happens. Cool. That works for me. Oh, thank you so much, Jonathan. I very much appreciate that. Oh, my little neon sign. Yeah, that was from a while ago. That was when I was still doing my Submissive Next Door podcast. And all my podcast videos would have that like in the background. And I just haven't, since my name is now out in the world because of all this nonsense with copyright infringements and stuff, I feel like I need to change it. I need to have it say, Dr. Tiffany Chan instead, and I just haven't. It's expensive. It's very expensive stuff. Oh, thank you, thank you. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Jonathan. I very much appreciate that. And Philip, I appreciate your helping me out. So hopefully everyone's Thursday is going well. Hello, Dave. Thank you so much for jumping in. Like as I said at the very beginning, hopefully you guys can tell me if you prefer the setup on here on YouTube versus Twitch. I normally do a lot of stuff on Twitch, but as much as I love it, I feel like Twitch is so geared to gamers, and I don't play that many games very often. So I feel like YouTube may be a better way to kind of go for hanging out and all that kind of stuff. And it's definitely better than the other platforms right now for me. So not that I don't love them, I do. They're just, get a lot of trolls. I like nice people. Oh, the white and blue. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. So what got me started down this path, and how's the progress on the Elsa dress going? Oh, thank you. I'll answer them in sequence. My path. Funny enough, my path has never been normal, I guess you could say. Like, I've always been on kind of a weird journey most of my life, and in one way or another, being a part of sort of a more, how do I say it? I've been a weird nerd that is really into smutty books and drawing erotic art, and just most of my life. My mom was a photographer for High Times, and then she became her own photographer for like boudoir and pinup and that kind of stuff, and then band photography, night photography. She's just an incredible photographer. So I think I've always just been so into the realm of creating sort of scenes and imaginings and fantasy that it just kind of was always there. And then I went to school. I became a graduate level creative writing professor and taught, world lit and stuff for a decade. Moved into corporate world where I was developing learning management systems and doing a lot of coding work, and I just really wasn't happy. So I kind of defaulted to where my passion really was, which was sort of in writing and in art. So I just started, the pandemic hits, and I'm in my own little headspace. I'm like, I need to do something that makes me happy. I need to move. I need to exercise. I need to do something. So I started doing silly little shuffle dances that I was learning on TikTok. And I started posting them, and people started just asking me general questions. And before I knew it, I found myself just sort of blossoming a little bit and allowing my creativity to sort of run wild, and there being a space where like that was okay to be a grown-up and play and have a good time and just be silly. That's really kind of what drove me down the path that I am today, where I do, I get to do art all day long, and it gets to be what I want it to be, and something really special. And I get to put my own spin on it with my love for, dark romantasy type books and history and art and designing. It's, all just a part of, I think, the broader spectrum of who I am as a person. So yeah, that's where I am today. Is every day I have a different project that I'm working on, and sometimes I get hyper focused because I have ADHD, and hence why sometimes you see me go dark on social media. It's because I'm hyper focused on like a specific project, which is that gal back there, that lump of fabric. That is my current project. That's my Elsa dress. So she's coming along. There's a lot of bejeweling. There's a lot of dazzling. There's a lot of gluing. So much glue. So hopefully it gets done here pretty soon, but it's definitely a project. It is a project. Would I ever do a video or live stream with my mom? I would love to. My mom is the type of person, I have no joke, maybe a dozen pictures of my mom from the past 25 years. She hates having her picture taken. She hates being in front of the camera. She is not the one that wants to be like the center of anything. She very much loves to be behind the camera and be the one to see the things that other people don't necessarily see, and create these incredible, images. And yeah, I would love to do a live stream with her someday. I get to see her. I only get to see her once a year right now. So I'm going to see her here in a couple of weeks at Christmas time, and I'm very excited. So hopefully maybe I can get her to jump on a live at least for like 5 minutes, or at least you can hear her voice. Knowing her, she'll just stand in the background, but she's super cool. I love my mom. I would love to see you do live. Oh, that's right. Live stream. Yes, thank you. Oh, the pirate. Hello, pirate. I'm very excited. We have the Ren Fair coming up, and that is going to be so exciting. I will be there for Pirate Day and for Cottagecore. So I have a couple of outfits I'm very, very excited about getting to do. I found a good niche. The things that you share are amazing. Carry yourself beautifully. Thank you. I very much appreciate that. It's funny, I didn't have a niche for the longest time. I think it's always been kind of like percolating there somewhere, that fantasy was going to be like my driving force. And it wasn't honestly until I found creators like Designer Daddy, who does the incredible like bookish style outfits and things like that. And his work is probably like, it is just, there are no words for his work. And there were so many outfits designed by him at the Paravel Ball when I went. That was incredible. He's very much a huge inspiration to me. And then Charity Grace, and seeing so many people going to these fantasy balls, it was like, oh, this is okay. Like it was like seeing them gave me permission to be more myself. And that was a huge turning point. So I just kind of leaned hard into the fantasy world. And yeah, now I can't break away. I'm always looking for the next immersive event. I can't wait. There's gonna be so many people I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see you. I can't wait to see. There's a couple of other people that always go, and they, without fail, it's like it's a couple that always tracks me down, and we make plans to like meet up and go have some meat, and it's so much fun there. I love it. I love it. Don't know how I found you, but glad it. Oh, thank you so much, Philip. Yeah, I'm always around. It's amazing when people tell me like how they find me. They either find me on TikTok usually first, and then or they find me on my podcasts, and that's always like the #1 places. And now more and more people are finding me on Substack, which is really awesome because I get to post so much more of my art, like my photography, my process, things that I can't post anywhere else. I can post on Substack, which has been incredible. So that's always fun. Definitely. It'll be super fun. I need to go and get another hat too. Me and my partner got a couple of pirate hats when we went last year, and I'm so addicted to it. Like, I love my hat, but I feel like I need one in every color now. And it's like a little half-brimmed pirate hat that has these really cool little feathers on it, and mine has a wolf emblem on the side. It's very, very, very cool. I think it's cool. How many tattoos do I have? That's a good question. I should do a tattoo tour at one point, if I can. It's gonna be really hard to do one, but I might have to do it. I've got 3 on my leg. I've got, my sides are completely covered. The top of my thigh is covered on one side. I've got 2 on my back, and then my arm is covered. So there's quite a bit. My side ones, I don't know if I would count those as 3 tattoos or 2 tattoos, because one, it's hard to describe. It kind of flows into the other one, but they were each, like 8-hour sessions. I think 5 sessions total, 8 hours a piece. So it was a lot of time getting tattooed. This is cool. I think I like this vibe on here on YouTube much better. This is really, really nice. Hopefully, stay out of trouble. One of these days, I have to do a live stream. So one of my followers, fans, sent me while I was in Japan all of these Japanese treats, and I have so many of them. He sent me like 3 different boxes, and I've been holding on to them because I'm like, I want to do a live. I want to do like a whole, you know, unboxing with these really weird Japanese treats, and I haven't done it yet. So I'm wondering if maybe this might be a cool space to do it. It'd be a lot of crunching, I would imagine. Yes, thank you so much. Oh, I'm gonna butcher this name. I'm so sorry. Versilius? Vercellus? Vercellus or Versilius? Cooking. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like the vibes. I try. I like chill. Everything has to be chill. Like just very, very relaxed. And that's definitely what it's about right now. Let's see here. I could probably show you my, if you guys are interested in seeing my Elsa and what I got so far on it. It's a pain. It's been a pain. She's kind of a, she's a big gal. I feel like it's a kid. Okay. Here she is in all her glory so far. I have a lot of work still left to do. I've got a lot of bejeweling. Everything here is going to be completely bedazzled. Each of these is like hand, you know, put on, so it's definitely taking time. Oh, I forgot I had those on there. Ah. But everything's hand stitched, so hopefully it gets done here soon. It's just taking its sweet time. Oh, thank you. Oh, Verseless. Okay. Dungeon Master. Yes. Totally down for that. Love the Dungeon Master. I just started playing D&D, y'all. I'm so fucking happy. D&D has been a very, very cool experience for me. And I had no idea how much I would love it. Like, genuinely, I'm very excited when I get to play D&D. I even got, you want to see my dice? I'm going to show you my dice because I'm so excited about it. Never played before. I was always kicked out and my brothers would play. And I had 2 older brothers. One is passed, but both my brothers growing up were super into D&D, and they always kicked me out. I always wanted to play, but I was the little sister, and it was like, no, this is our time, you know, this is our friends, you're too little. So I never got to play with anybody. Finally got the courage to find people to play D&D with. But look at these. They look like little tiny, oh shoot, come on. Focus. Come on, please focus. Is it going to? It's not going to do it. Ah. They look like little tesseracts. I love that. I'm so into Marvel, and when I saw these, and I was like, and I love Loki. Like, Tom Hiddleston can get it anytime. These look like little tiny tesseracts, and they're just so damn cute. Like, I stupid things. Each one is so adorable. So, and they're heavy. I had no idea how expensive they could be. But I hope I'm saying this right. I'm a sorcerer class elf, level 3, and I just got done making my character sheet recently with my little group, and I'm excited. I'm very excited. Silly things. Oh, my pirate. Super chats for tips and comments. I can't. I don't have. So thank you for mentioning that, Philip. So fun fact, I've had this YouTube channel now 2 years, at least 2 years. I'm just now really starting to put a lot of work into it. And unfortunately, you have to have a minimum number of watched hours on your account before you can open up supers, memberships, tips, and all that kind of stuff. So I only am at, I think, 536 watched hours, and that includes shorts and videos, and you have to have a minimum of 3,000 watched hours within the past, I think it's the past year. I think that's what it says. Yeah, I have 536 public watched hours. You need a minimum of 3,000 within the last year. Or 3 million public shorts views in the last 90 days. That is an insane number to get to. Like, oh my gosh. So, yeah, as soon as I can open those things up, I will. Yeah. Hence why I would like to use this platform more often. I feel like there's more growth here that can happen, and it's fun. It's like YouTube is kind of like the top tier in my eyes compared to like all the other social media platforms. Like, if you can make it in YouTube or on YouTube, like, you've made it, right? So we'll see. The box from Hellraiser. Yes, I love that. Oh, thank you so much, Versaliss. Yes, we'll definitely play. I can't wait. It's gonna be super fun. Haven't played D&D since high school. Changed so much. Yeah. There's a lot of books. I'm learning there is a lot. I've learned there is a lot to learn about it. And there's a reason why people have like notebooks and stacks of things, you know, while they're playing. And I didn't realize how long some of the games can be. Like, holy cow, some games I was reading about like last months of people playing a campaign. Which to me is really, really cool. We'll see. I'm excited. I have my character. I'm an elf, so sorceress elf. Clearly, it is nothing like me. Like, I made my character so different from myself. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, Polymath random. Thank you. Yeah, they're so cool. There's another gal that I met at the Parabel Ball that makes D&D dice that look like gemstones, that look like amethyst, and she hand paints them. Ridiculously expensive, but the craftsmanship is incredible. Maybe someday I'll be able to get some of her stuff. Am I dressing up when I play? No, we only play via voice on Discord, so I don't have a reason to dress up. But there's a part of me that's like, you know what? I should just dress up for myself when I play. Like, why not? But if I ever get an opportunity to do like more of a, you know, camera on kind of a thing, or an in-person D&D match, campaign, sorry, I would definitely go completely dressed up. There's a place in Los Angeles called Squirrel's Tavern, and it's literally like a tavern bar kind of a thing that people get dressed up for, and it's like the Ren Fair without the Ren Fair, and it's really expensive to go, but it looks like they do D&D like almost one shots there. So maybe if I get the courage to do something in person like that, I would, but I feel like I'm such a weirdo and a nerd that I wouldn't fit in. So I don't know. I'm a very nervous person in real life, like in person. Definitely. Never need a reason to. That's fair. I mean, hey, that's why I do what I do, right? Like, I get to dress up for a very large portion of my living, and that's incredible. And now I'm making outfits more for other people, which is like a dream, that people actually want to wear some of my work. That's really, really cool. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm excited for it. Let's see. Okay, this is turning into like techno time. I can't do techno music right now. I'm happy the royalty-free music is working out. I'm hoping it continues. There we go. I like the chill vibes. Chill vibes are nice. It's comfortable. I guess I should start doing these lives now more on here. I really like this setup. This is really cool. And next time I will make sure that my office and my studio is clean. instead of it looking like a complete trash heap right now because of all the projects I have going on. That's another reason I'm trying so hard to get this Elsa thing done, because I've got so many other projects that are coming up. I've got a Selkie style gown that I'm working on. I have a mermaid. It's a top inspired by mermaid Lucia, who is another incredible designer out there, but her work is typically made on, I think, a 3D resin printer of some sort, but she supposedly is using a a skin safe food grade silicone, or not silicone, resin. And that doesn't quite make sense to me, because I don't think resin is ever food grade, but maybe I'm wrong, at least from what I was researching. But I really like the way her designs looked. So I got a bunch of Cos clay, and I'm going to try to mold and sculpt my own like resin style top that looks very mermaidy and iridescent, to go with a sort of moon goddess, like a mermaid moon goddess design that I've been wanting to do. So that's all coming up soon. Yeah. We're here for you, not your dirty ops. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's a I feel like it's a disaster. It makes me anxious. I got the rest of my house clean, so hey, if all I got left is my office to worry about, that's not that bad. I also got a new keyboard. I'm kind of excited about it. I want to find fun things to do with my keyboard, like the sounds. It's very ASMR. More silly things that I have planned. I have new, sorry, now it's going into like, oh, here's all the updates that I don't ever get a chance to post about. I have new stories coming out. I actually was getting ready to upload my short story, or the first chapter to my short story called His Alice, which is like a adult version of Alice in Wonderland. And I was reading it through, and I'm like editing, and but you know what? I'm not happy with this. Like, I'm not feeling this anymore. Because I've been working on it for 3 years. I'm like not happy with how this story is coming out. So I'm starting from scratch. And I've already got like the first chapter completed, because I just basically gave myself permission to just kind of roll with whatever came to mind. And since I did that, instead of trying to like keep to a specific theme, it's hard to describe. It's really coming along though. So I'm happy to get a chance to upload that hopefully this weekend. Mermaid Moon Goddess. Yes, I am so excited about it. Oh, the fabric is gorgeous. It looks like moonbeams, like liquid molten moonbeams, if you can imagine that. It's just beautiful fabric. Just shows that you're hard at work and so many projects and spaces being well used instead of avoided. Yep. It is a lot. It is a lot. Between writing and art and crafting and all the things. It's and then finding time to make my YouTube videos, my podcast, take care of my kids, all the things. It's just a lot. It's always so much. But I appreciate people's patience with me. Big O, hey babe, how are you doing? I hope you are having a great day. Big O is one of my longest time followers, and I very much appreciate him. You're on all the platforms, you help me out. Dude, you're like Army General. I'm happy you jumped on. You have to tell me, what do you think of this this setup here versus Twitch? Hopefully it's a little bit better. I tried going on Discord. I did a little bit of a little live on Discord earlier today to see just kind of how it all functioned. I really like it. I feel like Discord could become a cool space to do like events, like actual scheduled events, rather than just like kind of chill lives like this, but maybe do like a smutty book club kind of thing, like, and not make them like the big books, you know, like ACOTAR or something, but like the short little reads and things that most people can probably do in a weekend. Do either like a book club or like a once a month book club, and then like a spicy arts and crafts or something. I don't know. I have all these crazy ideas. Oh, thank you so much for taking a break with me. Good, good. Yeah, I'm feeling it. I feel like this might be the thing. And now that I have my house to myself for a little bit, I feel like I can do this more often. There's gonna be a lot more lives, especially after I get back from Northern California from visiting my family. At least visiting my mom and my adopted sister. I think when are we going? 21st. So starting the 23rd of this month, there'll be a lot more live streams. I should do that. I haven't done a live, like, I suck at doing live readings. I feel like get, my tongue gets tied and I get kind of twisted up with myself a little bit. But I used to do live readings, like my short stories and stuff on the Moan app a long time ago. That was really fun. I did enjoy doing that. Oh, do green screen so I can do the crazy backgrounds. I don't know how to do that on here. If I can do that on Discord. Like Discord is super easy, and I've been playing with those. They're super fun, but I have no idea how to do it on here because I'm using Streamlabs, which I think is a product by OBS. I want to say, so it might work. There's got to be. I have no idea how all those other crazy streamers do it. Like, how do they do it? What do they do? Let's look it up. I can Google it. We have the technology. How to use green screen in Streamlabs. And look at that. There's a whole video for it. I'll be damned. All right. Well, there you go. I need to learn to just, instead of ask the question, just Google it first. Yeah. There's I don't if you've ever seen this gal, she does Beat Saber. It's like a VR game, and she has an entire setup, like a full room green screen that she does Beat Saber in, and you can see her like actually like standing on the things that move. Like you basically see what she sees, I think, but like a behind her view, and it's super cool. That for a long time was like, oh, I could do this. I could totally do this. I bought all the stuff to do the green screen. I have so much green fabric, it would cover this entire office. And I started like really getting into it and getting ready to set it up. And I went, oh my God, this is a lot of fucking work. I don't know if I have the stamina for this. So I didn't end up doing it. I have it all. It is ready. I just don't have like the mental fortitude of being like, oh my God, this is going to be so much harder than I think it's going to be. And I don't want to screw it up. So haven't done it, but maybe at some point it would be very cool. All right. My hair's giving me a hard time. Might have to ponytail this today. Yeah, I feel like doing either live readings or book chats might be kind of fun. What do you guys want to see? What do you want to, what makes you want to watch a live stream? What kind of fun things would there be? Now, keep it clean. I'm not talking grown-up live streams. I'm talking relatively PG-ish live streams, okay? Watch would be the easiest thing in the world. You're not wrong. I can't tell you how many times that happens with me where I think something is going to be stupid and it ends up being like, oh, it was a button, something silly like that. So yeah, it would not surprise me one bit. Not one bit. Topics and interactions. Make you want to watch. Yeah, those lives are someplace else, not here. These lives, I'd like doing live cosplay stuff, like where I'm actually sewing and things, but I always feel like it's so damn boring. Like people aren't gonna want to sit and watch me fuss and fight with them. sewing machine or my serger, which I still need to redo. Hello! I'm gonna butcher this name as well, and I am so sorry. Ikaru? Ikaru? Akira. I'm bad with names. I do apologize, everybody. I hope you understand. I try very hard to pronounce it right. It's not always the easiest thing for me. I tried for a little while doing ASMR videos, and I always thought, I even tried doing that on TikTok. I did a ASMR style like live, and everyone was just like, "Why are you whispering? Why is it quiet?" Like, I am not in my demographic right now for this at all. I appreciate that. Like this right now. It feels very interactive talk show, live version of a podcast. Yeah, this is exactly how my podcasts tend to be too. Sure, it makes you cuss a lot when the needle does. Dude, you have no idea. I sat here, my Elsa dress, I almost threw in the towel with at one point because I bought, I'll show you, this fabric. This fabric is gorgeous. Gorgeous. I mean, look at this. It's just, I love this. I love this fabric. I want my entire house to have this. It's like water. It's ice. It's just beautiful. It is thick. And my needle, I didn't realize I needed to change to accommodate that. It ended up not going through, and then I ended up, my stuff was skipping, and it turned into a 4-hour nightmare. What really should have been a half-hour sewing project turned into a 4-hour nightmare. So because of it, I couldn't use my serger with it, so I had to sit here with my regular sewing machine. Figured out I needed a denim needle instead of a regular needle. It was a whole mess. So yeah, that was fun. It's beautiful. But I sat here and I used every name I could think of. I think I made up curse words because it was being so bad. Rima, QA kink themed live stream that focuses on expertise and knowledge, academic background. Sounds fascinating. I used to do those. I did that a lot for my podcast. I did a lot of my sexology conversations and consent talks and vetting, how to negotiate, all that kind of stuff. I used to do those quite often, and I had a different YouTube channel for all of that kind of stuff. And then the almighty ban hammers were coming down left and right, so I ended up not doing that. And I know a lot of people, a lot of other educators and podcasters and stuff are doing them more now on here. I just did like an interview, several interviews on YouTube about it. And I think I get caught up and so wrapped up and so worried that if I do it on this channel, because this particular channel is much more like just me as a human and creating my art and all of that kind of stuff, that I almost wonder if I go too deep into my professional side of things, like my private practice and the things that I write about, my research projects, my work with Tasha and things, that it might get lost. Like, some people may not either, number one, enjoy it, they're not here for that, or I don't know. I get very where does my professional stuff sort of end and my creativity and my personal stuff sort of flow in? And I almost don't want them to mesh too much together, if that makes sense. But having said that, I'm currently on the wait list right now for Substack to be able to do live streaming there. And I'm very excited because I can talk about that kind of stuff there, especially on my Artistic Edge magazine, which is all sexology, all, kink education, DS dynamics, background, psychology. It's my professional side of things. So I may do that there for live streaming, and then just keep this type of stuff, I don't know, live art, live book chats, live podcasting, Welcome to my ADHD of just everything moving all at once. Live stream that focuses on interest are always the smoothest. Yeah, that's true. That is very, very true. The biggest lessons learned come from you. Expertise firsthand. You live and you learn. Yeah, it's true. It is true. Where is that? My magazine is on Substack. It is website. They also have an app and everything on there. My Substack is it was originally started mainly for writers, and so a lot of people get it confused with things like Medium or other forums and writing platforms. And I post my articles, I post my erotica, my short stories, a lot of my behind the scenes of like cosplay and stuff. So I have two different magazines. One is Artistic Edge magazine, that is all sexology, kink education, and things. And then I have my separate one that is my secret diary. And obviously it's not so secret. I just call it my diary because it's my personal stuff. It's behind the scenes of how I'm making a lot of my art projects, materials lists, my photography, everything from like my cosplay photography to pinup photography and stuff like that, and things that I've learned over the years, some of my poetry, yeah, like me type stuff. And they also have video capabilities, so I've been uploading more and more videos there. My podcast is now hosted there, so it's on Apple, Spotify, and all that kind of stuff too. But I host like my actual podcast, and all of the extra like bonus content and stuff is all on my Substack. If you want to listen to my podcast, it's Behind the Lens with Tiffany, now streaming on all major platform devices. But yeah, so it's... Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. With all that I have going on, how are you able to still practice? There's only so much time in a week. That's exactly true. I only have 10 clients a month. I don't take on more than 10 clients a month because each one gets an hour of my time each month. So I meet with my clients, and they basically have unlimited access via email. So I work with them a lot via email, especially when they're having a rough time or they're going through some sort of a communication breakdown, like with a partner, or they have just personal questions. So I work with them that way. And then basically the clinic hours that I host with them are one-on-one, and everything is talk based, and it's mostly talking about communication, self introspection, and whatever things that they have going on, or if there's a lot of times it's overcoming shame and overcoming things, not necessarily trauma from the past, because I'm not a therapist, I don't deal with trauma, but I do help them focus on a goal and how best they can reach that goal. And sometimes I work like with their private therapist or psychologist, psychiatrist, and things like that alongside. So it's really, to me, it's like part of just what I do. So I always find the time to do it for, because I really truly enjoy it. But yeah, 10 clients, 10 hours a month is it for me for doing it. So it's a matter of just planning my day really well. Oh, thank you so much, Big O. I'm glad you've listened. It makes me happy. It's been a lot of fun doing that podcast. I've really missed doing podcasts a lot. And my Submissive Next Door podcast was so research based and so like psychology based. And I always had like an interview, or I had some really fantastic people come on the podcast that I got to interview. But it was so much, and each podcast episode was anywhere from an hour to an hour and a half long. And I had this high and mighty idea in my head that it was going to be a weekly podcast. And it was turning into anywhere between 10 and 20 hours to just edit it and get all of the content put together for it, make all of the, graphics and things for it. I couldn't do it anymore. And it was paying bills, but it wasn't paying enough of the bills. So I turned my attention to my art and to social media and doing other things that were putting money on the table, so that I could do my podcast like as my side gig at that point. Then it just ended up everything kind of went crazy, and I just couldn't do it the way I used to. The research alone was taking me months at a time to put together a single episode. So I ended up putting it on hiatus and moving towards the new podcast, which is much more down to earth and very much like this, like chit-chatting about updates and things I have going on and a specific like topic. Like my first one that I did was about the struggle between monetization and creativity, and where I try to draw that line of balance as a content creator. My next one, I think I have a few different ideas. I just need to sit down and flesh it out and really get my outline and my script and everything written. But yeah, thank you for listening to me ramble, everybody. I appreciate it. And I'll definitely be bringing on more people onto that podcast too. I have my friend Christian Pan, who is a award-winning erotica author, and he's also one of my very good friends that I hope I get to see here in a couple of weeks. And yeah, I definitely want to make sure I have him back on the podcast. We always have a blast like talking with each other. So he is, if you don't follow him, you really should go follow him. He has a Patreon. He gosh, I even have a couple of his books sitting out. Oh, I was in one of his books. If you don't have this book, you really should. It's got my short story in it. It's a male female coupling, throupling, but it's this one here. It is called The Best by Erotica of the Year, and I'm one of the authors in this one. So volume 1, edited by Christian Pan, so you can get it on Amazon, all the platforms. And at some point, maybe I'll get to read my story to everybody. That would be fun. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Big O, you're a sweetheart. Thanks for being my hype man. I always appreciate you very much. Very, very much. Well, hopefully, yeah, now that I can do these live streams more often, I can get my YouTube up and going a little bit more, and maybe eventually I can actually make it to the monetization side of things. YouTube is such a hard nut to crack. It is like the worst. It's the best and the worst all at the same time. Very, very silly. Let's see. I need some better music. I really wish I could listen to my regular tunes on here, but it's okay. We'll listen to smooth jazz elevator music for now. Gosh, it's already been, I've been on almost an hour already. You guys are awesome. It's almost lunchtime. I think at noon I'll call it on here. Go eat, because I definitely need to eat. And then I have content to make today, so. It is a content creation day. I think I might do something piratey. I don't know. Piratey sounds good today. I just need to take a massive break from Elsa right now. She demands a lot of attention. A lot of attention. What does everybody have going on for December? Anything fun? I know that everyone's got travel, it seems like, or if they're not traveling, they're working, which is never fun, but you know, for me, I've got my travel up to NorCal to go see my mom and my adopted sister. And then I've got the Noir event at the Biltmore in Los Angeles. And I need to make a dress. And I'm putting it off. I might actually have to buy the dress. I don't know if I'm going to have time to actually make it. Which is sad. It's very sad. Pirates are always good. I agree. I agree. Travel and work like always. I feel that. Travel and work are never fun. What's everyone, well, it's actually, what time is it for everybody? It's like It's almost noon for me. I think Big O, you are, I want to say you're East Coast? I feel like I've asked you that before. You might be East Coast. I am dying for some avocado toast. I may have to go get some. And then go work out so I can work it off. And the one thing I have not done yet today, I do need to work out. Almost 2 for you? Okay, so you, Central Time. East Coast, yeah, that's what I thought. I remembered. I remember things. Look at that. It's exciting. Yeah, you're definitely East Coast. Colorado, 1 p.m. Ooh, Colorado. I've got so many friends in Colorado. I need to get out there at some point. That's definitely a bucket list place for me. Let's see. So I'll put another shameless plug. If you don't follow on Discord, please make sure you jump on Discord at some point. You don't have to, but if you want to. Because I would really like to do Discord events too. I think Discord events would be kind of fun. That's what everyone keeps saying, how nice it is out there. You guys do an event. There's a fantasy ball that goes on, I think, in, oh God, I can't remember where it's at. It's like one of the bigger cities in Colorado. But it's supposed to be incredible, and it's one of those, like, again, on my bucket list of places that I want to go check out. Snowboarding in Colorado, yeah. I'm jonesing hard for some snowboarding. I haven't been in so long. I used to be really into it. Like, I had a season pass and stuff when I lived in Arizona, and I know snowboarding in Arizona, right? Out near Flagstaff. And it was so much fun. I was not the greatest, but I had gotten a little excited about the fact that I was like so good. You know, I was like so good. I was trying to be a badass, and I went and took a hill I shouldn't have taken. And I was just going so fast, and I just remember my feet coming up over my head and feeling a crack in my knee and being like, oh, something's up. And the person that I was with at the time, who is my ex now, but he had snowboarded alongside me, laughed at me and continued going. And I walked my butt all the way down the rest of the hill and took myself to the ER and found out that I had torn my meniscus in my knee. And I needed to stay off of it. I had no insurance, couldn't afford to get anything fixed. So I just took care of it the best that I could, and eventually was able to get it fixed up. But yeah, I haven't been snowboarding since then. So I miss it, and I will be careful this time and not think that I'm a badass and stick to the bunny slips. Yes, the winter solstice ball in Denver, that's the one. They're between that one, then there's the Yule Ball going on in San Francisco. I really wanted to go to that one, but I spent all my money at Paravel and kind of wish I didn't. But oh well. Live and learn. Oi. Then the next one, I can't wait for the Labyrinth of Jared Masquerade Ball in August. That one I'm super stoked about. And then Noir, which is the one here at the end of the month. And Noir is put on by the same people that do the Labyrinth Masquerade Ball. And it's like a Gatsby themed ball. So I have to find like a 1920s outfit of some kind. I'm not doing the flapper girl thing. I can't do French. But I do want to do like a Jessica Rabbit style dress of some kind. So that's why I'm like, I know I can make this. I know I can do this myself. But actually, no. Never mind. That was a dumb idea. I was like, I could make a Jessica Rabbit style dress out of the rest of this fabric for Elsa. I don't think I want to tackle that. I don't know. I might. That's That's a bad idea. It's a bad idea. I'm just gonna end up sitting in here and cursing my sewing machine out. But anyway, see, there we go. My ADHD. You get to travel down many rabbit holes with me. It's always something different. All right, my loves, I am going to go eat some lunch because I am a hungry, hungry lady. For all your Prohibition parties, authentic 1930s antique three-piece. Nice. There is nothing, I will say this, three-piece suits need to make a big comeback with the fedora. I am a sucker for a three-piece suit and a fedora. There's just nothing compares to that. It's classic, it's timeless, it's just sexy. It's just incredible. I love it. I love it. I love it. If I can tackle Elsa, I can definitely tackle Jessica Rabbit. I would love to believe that. You have so much faith in me. Oh, God. Damn it. I really want to do it. I really, really, really want to use this fabric now for that because it would look so good. I don't need another project, right? This is a struggle. It's such a struggle. Oh, thank you. I will talk to you later. That's what you wear as often as you can. Do it. Man, bring it back. Bring it back. You too, Big O. Thank you so much. I will talk to you guys very, very soon. Have a great rest of your day.